Oh shit, we're back, baby. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the chillest podcast on the market right now. Is that what you call that? Market for podcasts? Or is it just called like a library? I don't know. Or maybe it's just a selection. Some podcasts. I don't know. I don't know what you call a bunch of podcasts. Podcast? Anyways, welcome back to the LOM podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lyons. You already know all this. Yeah. Welcome back to the chillest podcast ever. No, Siri, I didn't even say hey Siri. What the hell? No, Siri. No. Shut up. No. It was a prank, okay? I didn't actually say it, okay? Jeez. First of all, she turns on without me even saying anything. And then I accidentally said the magic words, hey Siri, and then she turned on again after I turned her off, and it's like, it sounds really weird when I say that. Anyways, something I've thought about every once in a while is like, why do tech companies always name their virtual assistants like women? Like why are virtual assistants all female? I know that like you can go into settings in Siri and change it to a dude if you want. I don't know if you can do that on other virtual assistants, like whatever Google's is called. I think it's just called Google, Samsung, Amazon, Windows, all those, like anything that has a virtual assistant. Is there ever any company that made a virtual assistant that was just like default male out of the box? Like, I'm talking about like Jarvis or something from fucking Iron Man. Okay? Jarvis was like a dude out of the box. Like, why are they all female? Are tech companies trying to send us subliminal messages or something? Assistants are women? I don't know. Could be. No, but like it is like I don't really understand like why that's like a thing. Like I don't know. What's even weirder is Samsung's new virtual assistant or whatever. Like they had one like a while ago, but they just like changed it, or they made a new one or something like that, and they made like a character for their virtual assistant or something. That they made like it looked like some like 3D anime character or something like that. Got all like the anime dudes, like gave them like major bone dogs or something. It's like, dude, she's an animated character. Like, imagine getting turned on by Siri. No, Siri. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say turn on. Okay. Jesus, why is Siri turning on? Like, I thought like you had to say, "Hey Siri" or something for that to happen. No, turn off. I gotta turn off that feature. Like, you can't even say it, or else like your phone is gonna go off. I wish that you can like your phone could tell when you're being serious or not, or like when you're directly talking to the phone. But how would your phone even know that? So anyways, yeah, like I don't know, like what was with the Samsung virtual assistant? Like, why were dudes like falling in love or some shit? Got some like major horn dogs in the Samsung community or some shit, like. But yeah, like virtual assistants in like anything are always women. Like even like in the Alien franchise, like the computer that runs all the ships, like literally the computer's called Mother. Like I don't know the like why is nobody making a dude virtual assistant like ever? I mean, even in the Marvel universe, like after Jarvis became Vision, Tony just went to like female virtual assistants. And like I guess that's fine, but like I don't know what's with the lack of male virtual assistants, A little variety. I don't know. Maybe it's because they know that not a lot of people are going to utilize that. Because, I mean, how many people actually, like I said, Siri has male virtual assistants. But, like, does anyone actually use that? I don't know of many people who have the male voice for Siri. And plus, a dude named Siri, I don't know why. It's probably because Siri has been a female voice for so long. Siri just doesn't sound like a dude's name. So, like, that would be kind of strange if I said, I can't even say it because then Siri's going to turn on. But you know the words. And then, like, a dude start talking, it's like, okay, wait a second. It also maybe because, like, what would be an AI name for a dude? You know, like, I can't really come up with one. Because, you know, like, I don't know. Siri, I think Siri is just a completely made up name, okay? That's not, like, a name that people use. But, like I said, it's probably because Siri has been, like, a female voice for so long that Siri just sounds like a girl's name or something. I don't know. But just, like, that's what it sounds like. You know, like, Alexa is, like, an AI name. Cortana is, like, an AI name. And, like, you know, it could be the same thing with Siri. It's probably just because Alexa and Cortana have been associated with AIs for so long. That's just, like, the connection you make. But, like, what would be an AI name for a dude other than Jarvis? Like, I don't know. I think David would be a good AI name. And that's not, like, an offense at David's or something like that. But I'm just saying, like, it sounds like an AI name. And it's probably because in the Alien franchise, there's, like, an android and his name is David. That's probably what it is. But I don't know. It just sounds like an AI name. Like a virtual assistant called David. I don't know. Am I like the only one who thinks that? I'm probably the only one. I don't know. It just kind of does sound like an AI name. But I mean, there's so many, like, female names that would sound like an AI name. Like, I can't really come up with ones for dudes other than, like I said, David, and then obviously Jarvis. But, like, you know, you got names like Candace, that sounds like an AI name. Okay, names like Thalia, that sounds like an AI name. Like, I don't know. It just, like, I have a much easier time coming up with female names for AIs than, like, dudes. It's probably because most AI are just women, so you think about it more often. I don't know. But I do encourage a company to come up with, like, an out-of-the-box dude AI. And name him David. Hey, I'll give you the name. Name him David. No, you gotta come up with, like, a less common name. Like, David's a pretty common dude's name. Like I said, David does sound like an AI name, but I don't know, it'd be too common. So, like, if you're talking to your phone or something and you say, like, hey David, like, 30 dudes are gonna be like, what's up? You know? But yeah, definitely make a dude AI. At least one. Because, like, other than Jarvis, which is a made-up universe, okay, a made-up virtual assistant, there's, like, no real-life dude virtual assistant. And I'm talking out-of-the-box default, okay? Don't give me this, oh, well, you can switch Siri to a dude. No, I don't want to hear it, okay? Because out of the box, if you buy an iPhone or, like, an iPad or any Apple product right now, and you know, go to Siri, it's going to be a girl like, what's up, okay? It's not gonna be a dude. I mean, even in a freaking GPS, dude. GPS come out of the box, women. Like, come on. Like, spice things up a little bit. Like, do you have any idea how surprised I'd be if I got, like, a phone or something like that and I tried to access the virtual assistant and a dude started talking? I'll be like, whoa! Is this like the turn of the century or some shit? What's going on? Well, we're in the future. This company's living in 2030, and we're living in 2021. Anyways, but yeah, if I came up with a virtual assistant, I would definitely name it Thalia. I don't know why. That just sounds like the best AI name. You know what I just thought of? You know how when you're setting up like the Hi Siri stuff, and it tells you to say, "Hey Siri," to like learn your voice? Like, what if you just like didn't say that? What if you said something different? Because it's recording how you say something to turn Siri on. So like, what if instead of saying "Hey Siri," what if you said like, "What's good, Siri?" Or "What's up, Siri?" Just so it would be like something that you wouldn't really say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, it's worth a shot. Or like maybe your phone will be like, "That's not what we told you to say." But like theoretically, it should just understand whatever you tell it to. Like whatever you say, it will have Siri turn on. Like, right? Like you should be able to just say like whatever you want to get Siri to turn on. Because it should just record your voice and how you say it. So it knows that when you say these magic words, Siri's going to be like, "Yo, do you need help or something?" I don't know. I kind of want to try that. But I don't want to like fuck up my Siri or something. Because honestly, I've been using Siri quite a bit recently. You know, like when I first got like my iPhone, like I didn't really use Siri that much. Like yeah, I set up like the "What's up, Siri." I'm not gonna say it. When I set it up, but I didn't really use it, you know, because I didn't really have any use for it. You know, like, does anyone really have any real use for virtual assistants like on a daily basis? Like, I mean, not really, but like I do now because I do a lot of cooking now, right? And so like you gotta set timers and shit. So like I just say like, "What's up, Siri?" Set a timer for like 20 minutes or whatever. And then she's just like, "Gotcha." It just makes things so much easier so I don't have to like go in and like type or like twist the timer thing. I don't know. Also it gives me another timer cuz like recently I was making bread pudding. Okay? And I had to cook the bread pudding at the same time as making the sauce to go on top of the bread pudding when it was done. And so I had to have two different timers going because they were going for two different times, right? So it was nice to have like my phone be a timer and then like use the twist timer. So like that's just another timer. And like yeah, you can do the timer without using Siri, but I don't know, I feel like it just makes it easier to just say like, "Yo, set a timer for this." She's got you. You know, and like also like I use Siri to like answer questions sometimes. But like I don't really do that often because part of my issue with Siri is that like she doesn't just like answer questions straight up. You know what I mean? Like if you ask her a yes or no question, she's not going to say yes or no. Like if I were to ask was Harrison Ford in Star Wars episode 4 and 5, Siri would just be like, "Yo, here are some articles on whether or not he was in episode 4 and 5." When she could just say yes, you know? She could just scour the internet to see if Harrison Ford was in the cast list for Star Wars 4 and Star Wars 5 and just say, "Yes, he was. That is confirmed." Like I don't need to read no dumb articles, just say yes or no. So like I don't know, I guess it could also just make it easier to find your article so you don't have to type the question. But I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. It's like, dude, just answer the question. Just yes or no. Maybe I'm just underestimating how difficult it is to program and code shit, but like, yes or no question seems like something pretty easy to implement in like a virtual assistant, you know? Like when you ask Siri a question, like she already scours the internet to find the information to give you the articles. But like, Why can't you just scour the internet, find the articles, and then answer the question? If it's a yes or no question. If it's not, like, because, like, if you ask for a definition of something, she'll read you the definition, right? She'll find the definition, she'll read it to you. She doesn't say, like, here's an article on what the definition is. Like, you know, so just, like, do a yes or no system as well, you know? Like I said, I'm probably just underestimating how difficult it is to program something like that. I mean, what if it's just like impossible at the moment? But I don't know. I just like, doesn't that just seem really simple to do? If there's any programmers out there, just like let me know if that's like difficult or not. Or if it's just like a simple code. I don't know. Like I've done a little bit of coding. I took a programming class, but like, so I guess I could see it could be difficult because like, dude, I don't know if anyone's taken programming, but like that is like one of the most confusing classes ever. You know, because you had to talk in like computer language. It's like, why can't I just like say do this, you know? And then the computer knows exactly what to do. I don't know. But it probably is difficult to program that because like it's not just like a simple do this and you're done. Like you have to write contingencies for the program. You know, for like the off chance of something happening. So you have to write like if this happens, do this, and if that happens, do that. If this happens, do that. You have to like write a bunch of different scenarios or else the program is just gonna like break. You know? Because, you know, there'll be like that one time where something's not adding up and the computer's like, okay, what do I do now? I don't know. I just feel like simple yes or no questions should be pretty easy to program because it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to like, I don't want to like belittle programming because like I know it is pretty difficult. Okay. I took a programming class. I'm not saying I'm a pro at it. I'm far from it. Okay. But like, if you asked me to program something right now or to like code something, I would have no idea how to do it. Just saying. But I did learn that it is difficult. Okay. I definitely underestimated programming before I took the class. I'm probably still underestimating it now. It's probably a lot like that claymation episode from Parks and Rec. Where like the guy was working for like 3 weeks on a claymation project and only got like 5 seconds of footage. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just like go on YouTube and just look up claymation Parks and Rec and it'll probably be like the first thing that comes up. Not right now though. Finish listening to this episode and then go look it up. But definitely look at that. That's like a funny clip. I love that episode. But yeah, like, you know, it's probably something like that, you know? Like, you could work for hours and, like, days and weeks and shit on, like, a program or something, and then only get, like, a little bit done or something. I don't know. Anyways, I want to switch gears real quick and talk about music. So Tyler, the Creator, just released, well, not really released, but opened up, ticket sales for his new tour that he's doing for this album or whatever. Call Me If You Get Lost or whatever. And so he's coming to Orlando. So I'm planning on going because, I mean, it's Tyler the Creator, my favorite my favorite musician. Like, of course I'm gonna go. Okay. But like, also like, that's not really what I want to talk about because, you know, it's just like whatever. It's just like a concert. But like, I want to talk about like Kanye. With what's the name of his album? Is it Donda? Or I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's something like that. I think it's Donda. I'm not sure. But like on like Apple Music, because I have Apple Music, I've gotten like 2 different notifications that say like, oh, this is the live of Kanye dropping the album or something. But every time I go on there, there's like nothing happening. Like the first time, I think it was like a stage or whatever. Now I didn't watch the whole live, okay, but like when I went in, like the stage was empty. There was hardly anyone in there, and nothing was happening. And I'm like, okay, maybe maybe I'm just early. You know, maybe the show hasn't started yet or whatever. Which I think would be weird to be showing a live of nothing happening, you know? But whatever. I mean, maybe, what if the show was about to start in like 5 minutes or something like that? So I'm sitting there and I'm like doing other shit while this is playing. And I was doing something for like an hour and still nothing was happening. And I'm like, okay, is there actually a show? Is there anything happening? And it got to a point where I just turned it off, right? I was like, okay, whatever, that's dumb. But then I found out that like he didn't even drop the album. Cause like one of the reasons why I turned it off, cause I was like, okay, I don't need to be like one of the first people to listen to the album or something like that. Like I'll just wait until the show is over. So then when he releases the album on Apple Music, I'll just listen to it. But like he didn't release the album. And then I found out later on like social media that like apparently he's not even done with it or something. And he's like living in the stadium or something like that until he finishes this album. And I'm like, okay, well, then what was the live event for? Because the live event said it was like the release of Donda. But then he just didn't. And I'm like, okay, why have the live then? You know, like why say that this is going to be the release if you're not going to why say you're going to release it if you're not even done? Okay, not just like you're not even planning on releasing it today, just like you're not even done. But then there was like another live or something like that said like, oh, watch Kanye release Donda or whatever it was. And it was just like a live stream of his room in the stadium. And once again, there was like nothing happening. And then like I go on social media the next day or like later on and people are like, oh, this person showed up in the stream. And like, it would be like some rapper, I don't know who it was like, they'll just throw out like Chance the Rapper or something like that. And he's just like sitting on the floor. He's not doing anything. Okay, what's so exciting about this? Like you're like watching a boring reality TV show. That's like literally what you're watching. Yeah, and then like he didn't even release it again. It's like what are these live streams for? You know, like why do I want to watch you work? You know, I'm sure like people who want to be like DJs or producers or whatever, like I'm sure they'll find that interesting, but the mass majority of people, like, I don't want to sit here and just like watch you push some buttons and stuff. Like I'd rather just wait and listen to the final product. So like stop saying, oh, this is a live stream of our release and then not release it. It's like, dude, just release it, you know? But like, I'm one of those people who doesn't want to like rush things, you know, when it comes to like creators and stuff like that. You know, like if you don't think your product is ready, like obviously don't release it. Like even if you plan on releasing it like tomorrow, right? And you're like, no, I don't really think it's ready. I want to take a little bit longer and like work on it. But like even like the day before, like that's kind of ridiculous. But like my whole point is, like I'm not one of those people who wants to rush things. Okay, if a creator wants to take a little bit more time to work on something, that's fine. Like I'll take like Cyberpunk for example. You know, like they delayed it a lot, and a lot of people were complaining. You know, which I guess makes sense because they're expecting to release on a certain day or at a certain time, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have to push that out like a few months or whatever. But like, it was beforehand. It was like way beforehand. You know, they're like, okay, it's supposed to release in like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it is, but we're going to push it out another 4 because we want to work on it a little bit more. That's fine. You know, but like, what I don't like about this is that you're putting out live streams that say like, watch the release of this album, and then you just don't release it because you're not even done. And I'm like, okay, why even say that then? You know? Like, that's like, what? Like, if he was planning on releasing the album in like 2 weeks or something like that and said, okay, I thought it was going to be ready by this time, but it's not. I want to work on it a little bit more. We're going to push it out. That's fine. But saying that you're going to release it and then not, I mean, maybe I read the title wrong, but that's what I remember reading. You know, and I was like, why? You know? Like I said, if he wants to take more time, that's fine. obviously do that, because I don't want him to put out like a bad product, because the last thing I want to listen to is a bad album, you know. So like, but like, don't say you're gonna release it and then not. Like, I don't know. I just I don't really know what's going on with this whole thing, because I don't really follow that shit a whole lot, but it's just like things that I see on the internet. And I probably should look more into like what exactly is going on, because maybe my opinion would change. But I don't know, that's just like what I see. Like, I didn't even know Kanye was releasing an album until this like live event came on my phone. Like, I got a notification that said, "Oh, watch the release of Kanye's new album Donda" or something. And I'm like, I didn't even know Kanye was releasing this album, because what I heard was that he was working on Jesus is King 2. So I was expecting that to come out. I didn't know when, but that's why I thought was going to be the next album. So like, this kind of came out of left field. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat. A new Kanye album, because I enjoy Kanye's music. And then just didn't release it. And I was like, what? I would say it's almost like a whole lot of red, you know? Like, he kept teasing the release of that album and then just never released it. I mean, eventually it did get released, but I don't know. It's just like, that kind of stuff is like, I don't understand the purpose of it, other than create hype. But like, I feel like after a while, people would get so annoyed that they're like, I don't even give a shit anymore, you know? And plus, they won't even believe you. So you would be like, oh, it's coming out tomorrow. And people are like, yeah, right. And then like, they'll check back a week later and like, oh my God, it actually did release. And then, but by that time, like, the artist has already lost like opening day sales or opening day listens, whatever it is, you know, because a bunch of people probably just didn't even believe the artist that it was actually coming out. Or there'd be people who were like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even want the album. You know, it's kind of like GTA 6, you know? It's been so long. And though Rockstar hasn't like teased the game's release or anything, but it's just like the game hasn't come out. And it's gotten to a point where I feel like a lot of people probably just don't even care if the game comes out. And they're like, yeah, maybe I'll play it, you know? But I got other games that I want to play. Because also, like, a huge market of people who grew up playing, like, the GTA games, right? Like, people my age. And then, like, 2013 was, like, GTA 5. Like, I was, like, 13, you know? 12 or 13. I don't remember, like, when exactly it came out. But, like, now it's 2021, dude. A lot of people probably, like, they won't even have people my age probably won't even have the time to play GTA. Because they're like, dude, I gotta work. You know? Or, like, people are going to college, right? So they got more homework to do, more schoolwork, more responsibilities and all that stuff. So it's like, I mean, maybe people are still growing up on GTA 5, but there's a lot of people who probably play GTA 5 that have never even played or even heard of the previous games because they were just way too young when those games came out. Right? So probably like GTA 5 is the only GTA that people have ever played. Anyways, I don't want to get into GTA, but I'm just saying, like, that's sort of the same thing. But at least it's not as bad, because at least Rockstar is not constantly teasing the game's release and then not releasing it. But it's just like, it's the same thing where if you take so long to release an anticipated product, you're going to like lose a bunch of people because they're going to be like, I don't even care anymore. You know, like, at a point, I didn't even care about a whole lot of Red. I mean, yes, I did listen to it, but like, I wasn't going to go crazy about it, you know? Anyways, that's just my little rant on this whole Donde situation. Because, like, why? I'm done. But yeah. So Tyler, the Creator concert. It's gonna be my first real concert. I've been to concerts before. Like, so Universal, they have like a stadium, or not a stadium. They have like a stage, right? for musicians, and like they utilize it for concert events, concert festivals, usually like Mardi Gras or something like that. Like they'll bring in a bunch of artists and stuff like that, or there'll be like other things, like during Christmas they have Mannheim Steamroller come in and play some Christmas music, which is good. I always go to that. But I wouldn't really call, I mean, yes, they are concerts, but they're not like concerts in the, I'll say, traditional sense. I don't know. You know, like a Tyler, the Creator tour, those types of concerts, like Bad Bunny concerts, all that stuff, like that's a concert. You know, the stuff at Universal, I think, is just like little mini concerts. I don't know. Because like it's not like in an arena, it's not in a stadium or anything like that. It's just like a little outdoor stage thing. I don't know. Maybe they're the same thing. I don't know. But yeah, I've never really been to a concert. And the thing I'm kind of afraid of, because I've never been to a concert, is I don't want to become one of those people who just like records the entire concert and puts it on their story. Because like that annoys the shit out of me. And I know that people have talked about this a lot. And you know, a lot of people don't really do this anymore, because I feel like a lot of people have realized now that it's mad annoying. Okay, but since I've never been to like a concert like this, and plus it's Tyler, the Creator, you know, of course I'm gonna want to like, you know, show it off. You know, I'll be like, look at me, I'm watching Tyler, the Creator. But I don't want to be like that person. Like, yeah, I'll post like a little bit of stuff, but I'm going to resist the urge to just like post the entire fucking concert on my story, because that's just like so annoying. It's like, dude, if I wanted to go to the concert, I would have gone, okay? And plus, watching a video of the concert is not the same as going to the concert. You know? And plus, I saw the first video of you at the concert. I know you're at like Bad Bunny's concert or whatever. I'm just using this as an example, okay? I don't know, that's just like, and I don't know why people did that in the first place. You know, like I said, I know that you probably have like an urge to show off that you're at this concert, right? You're seeing this person and all this stuff, but like, I mean, the people don't want to watch like a 5-minute story. You know, if I wanted to watch a whole ass video, I would have gone to fucking YouTube, okay? Or like put on a movie. Or if I wanted to watch a concert, I could just like look it up on YouTube. There's probably a live stream of every concert, probably. So like if there's a concert going on, you could just like go on YouTube and go like, yo, Tyler, the Creator concert. And there'll be like a live stream. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, because that would probably defeat the purpose of people actually paying to go see, but what if it's a pay-per-view? I don't know. But even if it's not live streamed, like after the concert's over, you could just go on YouTube and you'll probably find, you know, an upload of the entire concert anyways. So like, it doesn't even really matter. And you wouldn't have to pay for it. So there you go. If you really want to watch the concert and you didn't want to pay to go, it'll be on YouTube. So I don't need to watch it on your story, okay? Just saying. But like I said, a lot of people don't really do that anymore, which is good, because I hate seeing it. But just like the fact that that was a thing, you know? It's like, why? Like, it'd be like me going to like the movie theater and like recording the entire movie and putting it on my story. You know, because I'm so excited I'm there watching, you know? It's like, no. If I wanted to watch the movie, I would have gone, okay? But I do gotta say, it's like a double-edged sword, okay? Because I don't know if that's gonna be the right analogy for this, but because like, yeah, is it annoying that people record and post entire concerts on their story? But then again, it's also kind of a blessing, because you get some like funny moments out of it, you know? You get to see stuff that you wouldn't have seen if you weren't at the concert, like Travis Scott following an auto-tune. Like, if that dude wasn't recording the podcast, probably for his story, we would have never have seen that, you know? The people who didn't go to that concert. I don't know where the concert was for that, but it's just like one of the greatest concert clips I've ever seen. So, it's both a blessing and a curse that people do that. But, I don't know, if you just record the concert because you want to rewatch it or something later on, and you don't want to go out to YouTube or something, Yeah, like, yeah, you can record it for yourself, but you don't have to put like the entire video on your story. Like, you could just put a clip or something. I'm just gonna say, when it comes to concerts, you should be able to put max 2 videos of the concert. And you could post photos. Like, yeah, you can do that. But, like, if your story gets to, like, 10 slides, whatever you want to call them, then that's too much, okay? You're being annoying now. And, like, if I look up at the top and I see, like, 10 different slots, you know I'm just speed tapping through that. I'm just like, boom, 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 done. Because, like, I don't have time to sit there and watch all 10 clips, okay? I'm sorry. I mean, people probably do that for, like, all stories regardless. But, like, also, if you just go through everyone's stories just, like, super fast, no matter whose it is, why are you even watching the stories? Like, why'd you even tap on the stories if you're not even interested in looking at them? Might as well just ignore the stories and just, like, look at the photos on Instagram and then, like, leave. Or Snapchat. I don't know. I don't use Snapchat anymore. But, I mean, Snapchat, the whole purpose is watching stories. So, like, if you have no intention of watching other people's stories, why do you even have Snapchat? Like, that's literally the whole point, is to post and watch people's stories. There's nothing else to do on that app. So, if you don't have any interest in watching stories, why do you have the app? Why? Get rid of it. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, max. What did I say? I completely forgot what I said. I think I said 2 videos. Max 2 videos. Okay? And I'll say maybe, I'll be generous, and I'll say 3 photos. But even then, I would prefer you just post 1. And I'm talking about on your story. Like, when it comes to, like, Instagram, if you want to do, like, a collection of 5 photos, like, yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want. I'm talking about stories exclusively. Okay? On your story, 1 photo, 2 videos, you're done. Okay? That's all I really need to see. Okay? Because, like I said, after the first video, I already know you're at the concert. Okay? I don't need further proof with the next 6 videos. Okay? I know you're there. Okay? And good for you. You're at a Bad Bunny concert. I know I keep using him as an example, but, I mean, a shit ton of people went to his concert recently. Or, it wasn't recently. What was it, like, a year ago now? I don't know, but a bunch of people went, so, like, that's the number one concert person on my mind, because, I mean, no one else really had a concert in the past year. So, yeah, like, and, like, that was even worse, because so many people were going to Bad Bunny's concert, and then so many people were posting videos about it, like the entire concert. It's like, I saw the concert like 20 times. It's like, why even pay $200, $300, whatever the price of the ticket was, to watch the concert when I can just watch it 5 times for free on Instagram? I don't know. It's just like that was really annoying, because first of all, someone did it once, and then 3 other people did it, you know? Like, okay, I don't need to see the concert multiple times, okay? But anyways, yeah, I don't want to be like that. And I'm probably not going to be like that, because I know how annoying it is. So, like, why would I do that? Plus, I haven't done it at the Universal concerts. I mean, yeah, I posted a few videos when I go to the other concerts. But I think, from what I remember, I only posted 2 videos. So, I hit my limit. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Lion on Main. I've been your host, Jay Lyons. I said that at the beginning. I don't know why I'm saying that again. But yeah, whatever you're listening to this on, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and leave a review. All that shit really helps me out a lot. And follow me on social media at RealJLyons on both Instagram and Twitter. And follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Lion on Main. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I mean, it is it. So holy shit, this is gonna be like the worst ending. All right, what's my outro again, dude? I'm like losing it today. Oh, I remember. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you. I don't know. Do I?